pushed on every chance. I searched far and wide to try to crawl out of God's hand. But there's stones I didn't throw and hearts I didn't break, and the little hope I held on to with a silver shining thread of faith. It's a big old world, but I found my way from the hell and the hurt that led me straight to this. Here's to the trains I missed. Here's to the place I found, the love I know, the earth and the sky that I call home. And here's to the things I believe, bigger than me, and the moment I find myself right where I'm supposed to be. It's a big old world, but I found my way from the hell and the hurt that led me straight to this. Yeah, it's a big old world, and I found my way from the hell and the hurt that led me straight to this. Here's to the trains I miss. There's a sorrow in the wind, blowing down the road I've been. I can hear it cry while shadows steal the sun. But I cannot look back now. I've come too far to turn around, and there's still a race ahead that I must run. I'm only halfway home. I got a journey home to where I find the things I have lost. I've come a long, long road, still I got miles to go. I've got a wide, wide river to cross. Stumbled, I have strayed. You can trace the tracks I've made all across the memories my heart recalls. But I'm just a refugee won't you say a prayer for me? 'Cause sometimes even the strongest soldier falls. I'm only halfway home. I got a journey home to where I'll find the things I have lost. I've come a long, long road. Still I got miles to go. I've got a wide river to cross. I've come a long, long road. Still I got miles to go. I've got a wide river to cross. Years for the Depression, Peter Thompson staked his claim in a little mountain town. Kenton was her name. Told everyone that was willing, steady work would be their reward. So they started making paper where the Pigeon River fords. But this ain't just another paper town on a random riverside. She was built with blood, sweat, and tears, and a whole lot of pride. From the mountains and the farmlands, around the smokestack she has grown. This ain't just another paper town, it's the one that I call home. Street was crashing, the mill kept going strong, while Hitler's war was raging. Everyone worked twice as long. There's been mergers and sellouts, layoffs when times got tough. Talks about pollution, then cleaning the river up. This ain't just another paper town somewhere along the tracks. She's seen her share of ups and downs and always bounces back. From the mountains and the farmlands, around the smokestack she has grown. This ain't just another paper town, it's the one that I call home. She puts food on the table, cars on the highway, sent kids off to college, bound to do things their own way. Through every generation, her influence is clear. She's taken care of young and old for over 100 years. This ain't just another paper town, it's part of who I am. Molding me as a little boy so I could be a better man. From the mountains and the farmlands, around the smokestack she has grown. This ain't just another paper town, it's the one that I call home. This ain't just another paper town, it's the one that I call home.
Baseball University of the Blue Ridge welcomes you to the American Legion streaming series presented by To the Brim Refill Store, We're live from Mills River, North Carolina on the campus of West Henderson High School for a North Carolina American Legion Area 4 matchup between Asheville Post 70 and Gastonia Post 23. Glad to be back. Game 2. Appreciate you guys switching over to the new link as we transition. Make sure all the phones are charging, the mics are charging, everything is up and running for this second game. Hopefully, you don't see a lot of rain. Ryan's coming back from checking the chargers, so I'm going to tell him that we are live. And it's a good point to mention, Asheville's the away team. So Gastonia will be the home team in this game, so I got to go change the logos and everything around on the score bug so I can keep us accurate. I'll have to look. Hold on one second.
Did Coach bring a new lineup over?
Yes, that is it.
And what about their...
I have not got one from Gastonia yet.
I'll walk over there and see if we figure out my mic.
Sounds good while I figure out this score bug as well. Then I'll show it to y'all. Let's see, how's this look? Boom, there we go. Want to thank our broadcast sponsor to the Brim Refill Store. All year long sponsoring American Legion streaming series. Baseball University loves these mountains. We love nature. We're always looking for more ways to live an earth-friendly lifestyle. This is why we use To the Brim Refill Store. If you're looking for natural, sustainably sourced products that are great for your home and friendly to the earth, check out To the Brim Refill Store at 117 Sweeten Creek Road, Suite 16 in Asheville, North Carolina. The friendly staff will meet you and help guide you in your sustainability journey by offering a variety of products with listed ingredients so you can feel better about the laundry, cleaning, health, and beauty products you're using on and around you and your family. Progress over perfection is key in everyone's journey into sustainability. Check out To the Brim Refill Store at tothebrimrefill.com or To the Brim Refill on Instagram and Facebook. Open Friday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Monday, noon to 7. How you doing?
Did y'all try to contact me at all? Do you know?
We haven't yet.
Okay, that's cool. I just want to make sure I had this started.
Oh, you're good, man. Heading into our pregame show, I want to thank our pregame sponsor, Ion Outdoors. Ion Outdoors has been a long-time sponsor. Sponsored our power rankings this spring. So summer's right around the corner. Now it's time to make your dreams of a pool, patio, porch, pergola, outdoor fireplace, grill space, hardscaping, or just about anything else you could dream up for your backyard come true. Ion Outdoors can turn your dream backyard space into a reality. Visit our website at ionoutdoors.com to learn more. Mention this ad and receive $500 off any project. That's ionoutdoors.com. I'm going to give you all the quick rundown of all of our sponsors throughout this evening. Anytime you see an Extra Base hit, Rounders Hat Company, proud to sponsor coverage of American Legion Baseball and Extra Base hits. Visit roundershatcompany.com to check out the selection and customize your order today. Changing the snapback game one rounder at a time. You see a great play, flash of the leather. I want to thank BH Granning Landscapes Incorporated for being our Gloveworks sponsor. Not Glovework, proudly sponsored by BH Granning Landscapes Incorporated. They're mountain grown and locally known and celebrating 20 years of service across Asheville and Western North Carolina. From athletic fields to outdoor living spaces, they built a reputation for quality landscape design, construction, and maintenance. Big thank you to BH Granning Landscapes Incorporated for helping shape the places we play, cheer, and grow on and off the field. Anytime there's a mound visit tonight, I want to thank Jackson Medical Associates for being our mound visit sponsor. Jackson Medical Associates, proud sponsor coverage of American Legion Baseball. From checkups to specialized treatments, Jackson Medical Associates offers healthcare experience centered on comfort and trust. Here, individuals and families have access to primary care, urgent care, pediatric services, and focused women's health and endocrinology support, all in the heart of Silva, North Carolina. Our team prioritizes your peace of mind with care plans designed to address immediate concerns and support lasting wellness. Reach out to discover how we can be a resource for your family health at every step. There's a call, strike three looking. Want to thank Burlap Painting, proud to sponsor coverage of American Legion Baseball. Our goal at Burlette Painting is to exceed the expectations of our clients and allow their buildings to show their
You're the home
best,
team.
whether painting your interior, your exterior, or
Okay.
pressure washing your home or deck. All Burlette painting craftsmen are experienced painters trained in advanced application techniques, technical expertise, and rigorous safety programs. We specialize in residential painting and commercial painting services throughout Hendersonville, Biltmore, Forest, Brevard region. Appreciate Burlette Painting for being the Call Strike 3 sponsor. And last but certainly not least, anytime we got a stolen base on the path, I want to thank Carolina Pack and Go, proud sponsor coverage of American Legion Baseball. They're committed to providing the best quality moving services to residents in Hendersonville, North Carolina, and surrounding areas. Our team of professional movers are equipped and highly trained in order to transport your belongings from one location to the next in a timely manner. We'll take care of the packing, moving, and even transporting your vehicles. Our mission is to help simplify your moving experience and take a load of stress off your shoulders. Let's get started. Contact us today for top-notch moving services. Appreciate Carolina Pack and Go for being our stolen base sponsor. Woo, that was a mouthful. So, Coach Decker just told us they're going to be the home team.
We are going to be home still. They said it's not really the way it's supposed to be, but they asked, and
well, we'll go.
We said okay.
We'll go flip the score bug back around one time, change the colors, change the logos, and go from there. Just had it right the first time. Gastonia versus Gastonia. That's funny.
Sorry, guys. We're getting these lineups written up. As you heard earlier, I'm the official scorekeeper, so freaking out a little bit, trying to catch up, but we'll be okay.
23. Batting first, the pitcher, number 0, Connor Bates.
Let our PA announcer take on.
He's helping me out a little bit here.
The
number 2
lineups tonight.
Carter reads. Batting third, the catcher, number 9, Caleb Bates. Batting fourth, second baseman, number 3, Camden Canup. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 5, Erwin Souza. Batting sixth at third base, number 22, Andrew Hardy. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 14, Jordan Cunningham. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 7, Caleb Ponder. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 1, Braden Auten.
Oh, Lordy.
Your Asheville Post 70 Cardinals. Batting first in center field, number 4, Jordan Brown. Batting second, the left fielder, number 10, Colt Nelson. Batting third, the catcher, number 12, Evan Connor. Batting fourth at third base, number 20, Caden Davidson. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 15, Micah Simpson. Batting sixth at shortstop, number 2, Carson Wallace. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 21, Luke Nesbitt. Batting eighth at second base, number 7, Eli Shin. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 1, Hayes Hillier. Pitching tonight.
All right, I'm going to try to send this link out to a few more people because it is a different link.
New link, got about 8 concurrent viewers. So, guys, if you're watching this right now, please send this link out to your friends, family, or anyone you know who is interested in watching this matchup. Second game of the doubleheader today. Asheville took the first game 15-0 in 5 innings. Had a little lightning delay and a rain delay that turned into about, 45 minutes or so. So, It wasn't too bad. And we're going to get this game started about an hour or so after schedule. So, Cardinals taking the field right now. I'd say we're going to get the first pitch here in about 2.5 minutes or so. So get this link out, guys. Let everyone know. And if you're in the area, driving along Haywood Road or anywhere in Harrison County and you got nothing to do tonight, come check out some American Legion ball. We still got, hopefully, 7 innings.
Oh, Lordy Lord. Brady Nix on the bump. Brady, ton of talent. He's been down at USC Union. electric arm. I'm going to try to get that radar gun out there on him a little bit. Sorry, I'm just texting Coach Knoll down at Union, make sure he got this thing. All right, what are we doing here? Radar gun, that's right. Let's see if we're all charged.
Your book set?
What'd you say?
Your book set, Mr.
Yes, the
official
book.
scorekeeper tonight. If you're
I think
new
I
to
did
this
all right
game.
on the first one. I mean, I got every line written down the best I could. Looks like the kid who finished the game is going to start the next game, Connor Bates. So it's kind of interesting. I think that's probably why they brought him in. They're like, you know what, you're pitching anyway. Get us the last out of game one. You're starting game two.
Your little bullpen right there in game.
So starting lineup is going to be Connor Bates, Carter Mallon, and Caleb Bates to lead off here. And again, our
first pitch brought to you by Builders First Source and Brevard. The heart of every construction project is quality, reliability, and expertise. Builders First Source delivers just that. Thanks to Builders First Source for delivering this first pitch of Game 2 of the doubleheader between Asheville Post 70 and Gastonia Post 23. And for this first pitch, we've got a swinging strike. Wow, it turned out to be a great start to Game 2 right here. Beautiful weather.
It feels a lot nicer.
I don't think there's a soul inside the dugout. And just like that, we have our first strikeout of the evening, and he sails it into right field.
Carter Mason.
Mason up for Post 23. Jordan Post.
I'm going to go early and get these radar readings.
While he goes early, I'm going to figure out what numbers are who and whatnot. Mason grounds to short. And Wallace guns him at first for
88
the second
on
out.
the gun.
The catcher,
Was that a
number 9,
strikeout swinging on
Caleb
Bates, right? And that was 6-3 on that one. So strikeout for Bates was swinging. And now Bates. All right, we'll walk back now. Had to walk back immediately after that pitch because I got to get the book.
Nick starts off 0-1. Bates drops it down. Evan Connor stepping outside, guns and throws it to first. Keeps his foot on the bag there. Is Nesbitt. And we'll have a 1-2-3 bottom, top of the first as we head to the bottom here and see our home team lineup. Brought to you by Shin Building Company. Home team brought to you by Shin Building Company. Are you looking to build your dream custom home, deck, or patio? Call Shin Building Company today. Person's character directly determines the quality of their work, according to Mr. Shin. We have some great character running through Coach Decker's lineup. Want to read that off?
Yep. Just want to mention, though, Brady Nix, 87-88 there. Wiped him out with the curve, 77. Sorry, had to get the pitchers a shout. Leading off, Jordan Brown again. He's very comfortable in that leadoff spot. It'll be in center field. Colton Nelson finished off the no-hitter there in game one. Is playing left field, batting second. Evan Connor doing the catching again. Caden Davidson will be at third base in this game. Micah Simpson doing the DHing. Carson Wallace batting sixth, playing shortstop. Luke Nesbitt at first base. Eli Shin in the lineup, playing second. And Hayes Hilliard batting ninth, playing right field. So, another good lineup. A couple shuffled in and out there. Hayes Hilliard and Eli Shin in for game two. Everybody in that lineup's worthy of a start. So, it's hard to get everybody their looks sometimes. But Coach Decker does a great job of spreading out the love. Your starting pitcher there was Brady Nix. Great start to his evening. 2 Ks there in the first, up to 88 on the gun. Again, he's down at USC Union. Probably another JUCO route guy I could work out for. Again, we talked about Braden Davidson in our first, Bryce Davidson in our first broadcast today. Just committed to Western. Very proud of him. North Henderson grad. Went to Rockingham for a couple years and got up in the 90s and became a dog, and now he's a D1 guy. And Brady Nix, Brady Ray. You got a couple guys on this pitching staff. Aiden Sumner.
Leading
JUCO
off for
guys.
Asheville, center
JUCO
fielder,
guys.
number 4, Jordan Brown.
Jordan Brown had an excellent game, and game 1 was 1 for 3 with 3 ribbies and 3 runs. Starts him off with ball 1. He's got a miss high there, 2-0. Again, this is Connor Bates doing the pitching. So Connor was got the final out of the last game, or the final out of the 4th inning in the last game after a 10-run 15 batter inning, I think it was. Connor, again, a 26 grad out of North Gaston. A lot of North Gaston's rising senior class on this Gastonia team. Jordan Brown at a 3-1 count. Swing and a drive. Hits it really hard, but that's going to stay up for Mason out there.
They should just start all these games
The left
at 8
field,
o'clock.
number 10,
7.
Nelson.
Too hot?
Yeah. Being
Well,
able
that's
to
like-
see the iPad screen, the computer screen, everything's just in sync.
That's the opposite of Major League Baseball. They've been moving their games up and up more each year. Used to be like 7:30 start games, and now some of these games are starting at 6 o'clock. Especially at the speed of the game now with the pitch clock and the new rules. People are home. Some people are getting home in time for a late dinner from some of those Major League games. So Colt finished off the last 2 innings on the bump in game 1. Had a good offensive day, was 2 for 2 with a double, a ribby and a run, 2 walks. Finds himself in a 1-2 count here. One-two delivery. Swing, hard foul.
Look at Will go. Getting his cardio in.
No Reagan Smith tonight? I didn't see his name on the list. Wonder if Reagan's out of town. Say Reagan, the Milligan Buff freshman this year. Oh, Colt Nelson takes one right in the back. So he'll head on down to first base for a 1-out base runner.
The catcher, number 12, Evan Connor.
Evan Connor is our Poppy's handcrafted popcorn player of the game in game 1. Another monster day at the plate. It was 3 for 3 with 4 ribs, at a home run and a double. So 6 total bases. Say 15-0 was the score in our first game. Improved the overall record to 14. Stays hot, just a clean single, no RBI, nobody there yet. So first and second. I'm used to saying RBI single, RBI double, RBI single. in the last
Third
game.
baseman.
That's what in between games 1 and 2, Coach Decker Jr. and Raby were discussing with me, like, so what'd y'all talk about? I'm like, they're like, you get a hit, there's another hit, there's a single, there's a double, and it's just a big old. It's the Steamboat Willie again. We mentioned that early on in the high school scout and streaming series.
Caden Davidson up to the plate. That's going to be a wild pitch. Both runners moving up. Caden ripped a double left-handed late in the last game. They were up big, 2 outs in that 4th inning. Decided to turn it around like his big brother, Braxton Davidson, used to swing from the left side. Was 2 for 4 in the game. Had another RBI. So Caden a rock in this lineup. Honestly, I see pro potential in this kid. He just swings such a powerful bat, and good pedigree. Comes out of that great T.C. Robertson baseball program. Seen him hit a lot of balls over the fences these last couple of years. Delivery by Bates. Ball out, 2-1. Say Davidson going to see a lot of off speed. Not the type of batter you want to leave one in the middle of the zone to. 2-1 delivery. Swing, hard foul. .820 is the time check here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Long day ahead tomorrow. Hitting the road about 5 a.m. Go watch some games down in Atlanta. World Wood Bat Association. Big tournament's been going on for years down there in the East Cobb, Lake Point area. 3-2 delivery. Swing. Big pop fly in the right field. It's going to send Cloninger down towards the line. Seems to have a track. Makes the catch. Runners are going to tag. It'll be a sac fly RBI for Cade Davidson.
The designated hitter, number 15, Michael Simpson.
So Nelson tags up and scores. Courtesy runner Tay Trantham running for Evan moves up to 3rd base. I bring Micah Simpson up. Mike had RBI in the 1st game. Reaches here, fouls one off the left side. I don't know how your Braves are doing. My Orioles are losing 6-5 in the 3rd inning. Good Lord.
They're probably still on a daggum rain delay.
They haven't scored 5 runs in a game in weeks, it feels
At least
like.
they didn't get no hit.
It's only the 3rd inning, and they're giving up 6 runs. They've been getting no hit until the 7th, 8th inning. Each last games, DeGrom brought them a perfect game into the 7th, I think, the other day. Very frustrating baseball team to be a fan of right now.
We were on a tear for a little bit until the Mets took the last 2 of that series, but 5-2, 6-2 against the Mets this year? It's like,
National League's just superior right now. You look at the wild card standings, it's almost laughable. In the AL, there's like teams that are 4 games under 500. They're like 2 games back in the wild card.
Yeah, the Orioles can make the wild card.
Nah, they're done this year, dude. They're an example of what happens when you go all in on data and you just forget that there's human beings in the dugout too. That's really been the story the last 2-3 years, is too economic, not letting the prospects come up and get their shot until they're like 28. So a good battle by Simpson here. Fouls another one off. Quab, right? Quality AB. I think the quality AB percentage for the entire team was 57%. I was looking at the stats that Coach Decker sent over this morning. Nice take, ball 4. So 1st and 3rd.
Shortstop number 2, Carson Wallace.
Carson Wallace, future Catamount, playing shortstop this evening out of the Irwin program, played for Dylan Jones. So Irwin, a little bit of a down year, didn't they? Weren't they like the very last team not to make the playoffs this year?
You mean very first team?
Yeah, or the first one out,
Yeah.
out. Swing the drive, Carson Wallace. Did he? Yes, he did. Oh, nope. Sorry, right off the top of the wall. I spoke too soon. So Micah Simpson on his horse. Throw home. Is there going to be a play? He is under the tag. Safe is the call. So thought that ball was gone. Hits the ball up at the very top of the wall, right near the yellow line. I'm going to watch the replay here to see if Simpson. It's going to be a double. Goes to third on the throw home. Looking at the replay, tagged him high in the body, but he might have got him by half an inch. So it's going to be a double. Makes it all the way to third. It's RBI in the book. So 2 RBIs on the play. Sorry.
Would have been a great relay if he put the throw down a little bit.
I'll say throw came in high. Like, throw beat him. The throw came in high by the time he got the tag down. Yeah, looking at the replay, golly, I think they did get him. I think his foot was,
I thought so.
I thought his foot was hovering over the plate, not touching it yet. So safe is the call. You know, the high throw is probably what hurt the illusion, gave the illusion there. Not a bad call, but not a great call. Obviously missed it, but there's been worse. 3-0 is our lead. Fouled off by Nesbitt here. So 2 RBIs on the double by Wallace. Thought he had the home run there. That ball was up.
Ooh. Todd is going to throw to Cal. That's going to be cool.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's cool. Todd Riley throwing to Cal Riley in the home run derby.
Now, see,
now
I have to go. Now I have to spend $500 to go.
Former Western coach, former Tennessee coach.
Clemson, maybe under Leggett? I don't know. I know he worked with Leggett at Western.
Hard base hit up the middle by Nesbitt. Another RBI.
We also need to
met
mention
Todd
Rounders.
Extra base hit, double there by Carson Wallace. Extra base hits brought to you by Rounders Hat Company.
The second baseman,
changing that snapback game a 1 rounder at a time. Yeah, I met Todd a couple years ago at Christ School. He was the pitching coach before I was. Helped with the transition a little bit. Very knowledgeable, smart man. Has a younger son, T, who's playing somewhere in Georgia, I think, at a private school, but he's going to be a good one too. So the Rileys might not be done. Cousin Brody Riley, Cal's cousin, up at Western. Very strong young man. Good bat. Can really put the ball out. He'll be coming back for his junior year next season. Oh, that ball is out of the glove. That ball was carrying off the bat of Shin. Ooh, tracked it all the way to the wall to the gap. Hits off the glove. You give him the double?
It hit off the glove?
I mean, you watch the replay.
He didn't leave his feet?
Didn't leave his feet, but he's tracking it to the gap. Watching the replay here. What's the official scoring? Yep. See how it was over the shoulder?
Right fielder, number 1.
Air.
Hayes Hilliard.
So Shin puts it all the way out to the wall. It's going to be an E7 on the official scoring. Did Nesbitt score on that play? There's a backside hit by Hilliard. So hits are blowing up here. Shin is going to score. So RBI single by Hayes Hilliard.
Coach 70 picked up right where they left off.
So I guess that's not an RBI for Shin with Nesbitt scoring. If he would have been on third, it would have counted as an
Once
RBI.
again, the center fielder, number 4, Jordan Brown.
So Asheville Post 70 batting around here in the first inning. 2 outs. 6-0 is our score. Hayes Hillier on first base. So Jordan Brown actually led off this inning with a hard line drive into the mitt of the center fielder Mason. So this 6-run rally, most of it came with 1 out. Actually, no, most of it came with 2 outs because Caden Davidson with the sac fly. So 4 runs in after 2 outs. Shin would have been the 3rd out if caught. So I guess everything after this would count as an unearned run. I think that's how it is too. So 6-0, JoJo Brown. Pitch delivered. Takes it low. 3-0 count. Let's see what we got here. Well,
for Asheville in the bottom of the first inning.
little
There
nubber
were 6 runs
right
and
off in front
4
of the
hits.
plate. It's going to be 1-3 on the put out. Heard some
One
of the
error.
dugout saying it was off the foot, but I think it was just off the plate. So that's your 3rd out of the inning. And heading into
Now,
the
if
top
you
of the
purchase a
second,
50-50
it'll be
ticket tonight, if you
Canuck,
will take that
Sosa,
out this
and
time,
Hardy.
Your share of the winnings will be $35.
Well, stay connected to
If you
Baseball
can
University of the
claim
Blue
that
Ridge across
in
all
the press
platforms.
box.
Like and subscribe on
Here is
YouTube
tonight's
at
winning ticket number,
youtube.com/@bbuniversity, WNC.
980
Like us on Facebook at Baseball University of the Blue Ridge.
27.
Follow us on X, formerly
Again,
known as
that winning
Twitter and
ticket number
Instagram
is
at BB University
980
WNC. And check out the website,
11
baseballu.org. Appreciate all the follows, likes, comments, subscribe.
Claim your 35.
Let's go viral, boys. Go share this link. What's the chat popping off? No chat yet. Come on, get this chat rate up, guys. Send this out to your friends, family, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncle, cousin, little nieces, and nephews that have an iPhone when they shouldn't.
Yeah, right. That's the worst part about all this is being on the dang phone. I wish I could find out a way to do this business without any phones.
That's impossible.
Yeah. Well, game 2's underway. It's already 6-0 here in Mills River.
Beautiful West Henderson High School baseball facilities.
Say Jackie's done a good job with the upkeep. We appreciate Jackie letting us borrow the field on Sunday before the Legion game. Again, workout, 3 o'clock. Open workout. Come and learn a little bit about Geneva
Leading on
College.
second baseman, number 3, Camden Canuck.
Brady Nix back at it. Brady, fine young man out of East Henderson High School, is down at USC Union. Backside poke. Is that going to fall? Nope. Eli Shin makes a nice athletic play. Over the shoulder catch for the first out. And that brings Erwin Sosa up.
Left fielder, number 5, Erwin Sosa.
Again, around the infield this evening, it's Caden Davidson over at third base, Carson Wallace at short, Eli Shin at second base, and Luke Nesbitt at first. Connor back behind the plate, catching his battery mate Nix. And around the outfield, you have a very athletic outfield, Colt Nelson, JoJo Brown, and Hayes Hillier in right field. Baltimore chop. Shin picks it up, whips it over, and a put out an assist for Shin early on. 4-3 on the play. And bring Andrew Hardy up. Andrew, laborious 4th inning there in the first game. Gave up 10 runs, 9 earned. It's filling it up, though. They're hitting them. You know, a couple walks mixed in, but Swing and a miss. And Nick's, when he's dialed in, that slide piece, curve piece, that's a tough pitch to square up. It was 87-88 in the first inning. I don't even think I'm going to have time to get out there for a radar gun reading in this one. Flying through this inning. Quick 2 strikes. See what Nix has for us. Swing and a miss. Nice little pick by Connor. Throws to first, and that is a strikeout. So 3 Ks through 2 innings.
In the top of the second.
Coming into the second inning, it'll be Nelson, Connor, and Davidson. Yeah, they sent 10 to the plate in the first inning. We'll see how the second inning goes here. Patreon spot?
Not yet.
No, what do we got?
Nothing.
Nothing? Well, let's thank
Just
let's thank our broadcast sponsor again, to the Brim Refill Store. Couldn't do it without them. Really enjoy having this sponsor. Environmentally conscious business, good small business here in Asheville. Get in there and all your laundry, health, beauty products, shampoos, cleaners. Bring your containers in. You buy the product, just the product. You know, you don't have to buy another plastic bottle every time. So they have them in bulk. You go in, you fill up your containers. It's all good, natural stuff. Yeah, to the Brim Refill Store. We appreciate the heck out of you. Follow them on Instagram. Find them on Facebook. Open Friday to Sunday, 11 to 5, and Monday, noon to 7. Ooh. Well, doing the book tonight. I think I'm doing okay. I want to say in the first inning it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs. Or excuse me, 4 runs earned, 2 were unearned, I believe, in that first inning.
Leading off for Asheville, left fielder, number 10, Colt Nelson.
Ever seen the Chevy with the butterfly doors?
Uh-uh.
Not around here.
So Colt Nelson batting with a 6-0 lead. Was hit by a pitch there in the first inning. Came around to score a run. Say Colton, avid hunter, has a YouTube channel with turkey hunting videos on it. Interesting character. It's going to be a good part of that Bulldogs roster next year at Wingate. That is ball 4, so hit by pitch, and a walk. He's been on base twice. Evan Connor up now. Evan 1 for 1, shocker. And, oh, nice. Looks like we got ourselves a pinch hitter here. This is going to be Grant Buchanan. Again, we're a fan of Grant. Grant, one of only 2 26 grads on the team, both uncommitted, him and Tay Trantham. So hitting for Connor
Now batting
here.
number 6, Grant Buchanan.
And I don't know if they have re-entry like high school, so maybe Connor's day is done. We'll find out. Maybe Hillier's moving back behind the plate. Grant, fresh off of the state games appearance, had an excellent tournament down there. Undecided, but a 4.0 student. Good grades. Still trying to figure out what he wants to study. There goes Nelson. Cannon swings. Nelson's got to hold up, see where it goes. No, in and out of the glove of Mason. That one I think we're going to have to call a double. He was running full speed. It wasn't set under it. It was over the shoulder. So we're going to give Buchanan a double on that one. So that extra base hit brought to you by Rounders Hat Company. Again, changing that snapback game one rounder at a time.
Third baseman number 20, Caleb Davidson.
So there's a good read by Nelson there. Got all the way to second base, kind of stutter stepped to see what the result of the play was. Nice piece of hitting by Buchanan. Put it all the way out to the wall. That ball's going to sneak past the catcher, and Nelson's going to score. Wild pitch or pass ball on that one. I almost want to say it was a pass ball.
That's what I was thinking.
So you got to block that one up. Says Caleb Bates doing the catching back there for game number 2. Davidson sack fly RBI in the first inning. It's ball low here, 2-0. Again, younger brother of former Atlanta Braves prospect Braxton Davidson. Swing, ground ball. That's going to sneak down the line. That's fair ball. Davidson's going to put the brakes on, so just a single, RBI single. Second RBI of the game for Davidson. Micah Simpson
Designated
up.
hitter number 15, Micah Simpson.
Simpson walked, scored a run in that first inning. We're up 7-0 here early. So runs keep
8-0.
8-0 on yours? Let me count mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, don't scare me like that. It's our scoreboard operator. Got to keep up.
You should make an AI that can read what happens on the videos.
I don't want anything to do with AI. Get out of here. Seen Terminator 2 plenty of times.
02?
I thought it was a 1-2. What's his count? What do you say?
I got 02.
0-2. All right. Swing. That ball. Mason tracks and is in the glove. It's like it kind of paused for a minute and recovered. So no advancement. Ron Washington just announced that he will not be returning this year. Coaching for, who's he coaching? The Nats? Angels. That's right, Angels.
Should still be in Atlanta.
Ron Washington, one of the best infield coaches of all time. Getting old, though. Old man. What's he up to? So he's probably in his 70s or 80s, I would think. 73? Yep.
Just turned 73.
Well, with health reasons, you can always just hope for the best. Say Wallace sent one deep to the wall in the first inning.
The best scene in baseball. Tell him how hard it is. It's extremely hard.
Wallace pops one up here. Aughton under it. And that is the first out of the inning.
He's just not calling infield flies anymore.
Hunter was hoping for an infield fly.
The first baseman.
That is an infield fly.
Is it? Or does it have to be first and second?
First, because you field double play.
Yeah.
He drops a double play. I'm the expert on infield flies here. I'm a Braves fan.
Fair enough.
I know that rule like the back of my hand.
Luke Nesbitt had a hard RBI single in the first. Say Luke, big, strong young man, going to be at Cleveland next year studying automotive. Hard rip to right field. That's going to stay up and get into the glove of Cloninger. And that is the third out of the inning. So they get two pretty quick there, then 3 quick outs. However, damage has been done. It's 8-0. Let's talk a little bit about that Patreon spot. Again, if you don't know what Patreon is, it's a website that focuses on crowdfunding. A lot of artists, musicians use it. Again, our opening mountain music sponsor, Balsam Range, who provides the music for the broadcast. They have a Patreon, and fans will go on there and subscribe to a membership, and they get certain perks, but it also just creates revenue streams so those artists and those musicians and those creators can keep creating. And that's essentially what we're doing here for Western North Carolina, is trying to create a lot of opportunities for the Scout and Streaming Series, the American Legion Streaming Series, our weekly media content, the highlight films, playoff projections, running open workouts. Like, if we can get all of Western North Carolina to join that lower tier membership and throw in a couple bucks a month, it can add up. And again, it'll go as far as the community wants to bring it. And it'd be nice if it could be a fully funded crowdfunding business one day and just provide all these services to our players for free. Join the Patreon, patreon.com/BB University WNC. Got to get some more content up there. If there's any young college men or women looking for internships, that would be a good place to look, is Baseball University. Help us with some of that content. Heading into the top of the third, it's going to be the 7, 8, 9 hitters here. It's going to be Cunningham, Cloninger, and Auten.
Leading off the first baseman, number 14, Jordan Cunningham.
Jordan Cunningham playing first base tonight. Another North Gaston name in the lineup. So Brady Nick's back out for another inning. Might sneak back over there with that radar gun here in a minute. Say Nick's long, tall body. A lot of good free range of movement, too. It looks like a clean overall delivery. High eights in the first inning. We'll get back out there and see where he's at. Nice slide piece there, 2-1. And here at West Henderson High School, beautiful ballpark. Good history here, 2 state championship teams. Last one being in 2023. Your second baseman out there, Eli Shin, was part of that team. It's ball 4. It's the first base runner of the game for...
Darn. There goes the perfect game.
Say Gastonia only had base runners
Right
via the walk today. 3 walks in the first game. That's the first one in game 2. Here's Caleb Cloninger. Talked to Caleb a little bit after game 1. Good young man. Going to Cleveland next year.
Does it count if it happened in the last game?
What's that?
And you talk about it.
Oh, if I talk about the no-hitter in the last game?
Well, shit.
I
Excuse
say
me.
nothing about this game. All right. Why don't you take it from here? I want to go see if we got any new PRs.
Yeah, I'm the official book. Everybody gets a hit. No errors. Oh, 2. Foul ball, about 3 inches left of the phone.
He was 87, 88 in the first, so we'll see what he's got going from the stretch.
Connor stands.
Maybe.
Another foul ball
That-
back off onto the third base line this time.
That said 93, but I don't know if that was 93.
Cloninger battling here. 0-2 with the 5th pitch for the AB. And he calls him, and that's a Burlett painting called strike 3. Burlett, excuse me.
The shortstop.
He doesn't just
number
paint the
1,
corners. He
Braden
does pressure
Martin.
washing. He does house painting. He does everything you need. They are proud to sponsor coverage of American Legion Baseball. Interior, exterior, washing your home and or deck. Appreciate Burlett Painting being a called strike 3 sponsor.
Yeah. Still sitting 86, 88. Let's see here. Nice little play by Shin there.
4-3 for the second out of the inning.
So that was
Runner advances.
That was a strike 3 watching. Did you give Burlett his time? Yeah.
He's still getting it right now.
All right, and then 4-3. Nice little play there by Shin. Back to the top.
The pitcher, number 0.
Connor Bates.
Connor Bates.
Struck out his first AB. Yeah, Knicks 86-88. There's a foul tip there. It came out shooting 93, but I'm going to go ahead and just say that's an anomaly. I don't think he hit 93 on that one. Because everything else is, again, consistent 86-88. His slide piece looks real good. I think he's really only going to the 2 pitches right now. There's the heat by him there. So there's a pocket radar out there too, running constant readings. So we'll know he hits 90. I'm sure someone will shout it out there. There it is. Gets him looking. Another Burlett painting of the corners there. So again, called third strikes brought to you by Burlett Painting. For your commercial and residential painting needs. Again, thank our bat sponsor, Camwood Bats, located in Haywood County, but serving baseball and softball players across the nation. Game bats, trainers, tees, tutorials, and more are available for purchase at camwoodbats.com. And remember, as part of that partnership with Camwood, make sure to use the coupon code BBUWNC for a 10% discount on all purchases through their website. We appreciate Wes Helms. Again, he provided the bats during the high school season for the Player of the Game Awards. Poppies is our Player of the Game sponsor here for the Legion season. Makes a lot more sense throwing bags of popcorn at our Cardinals than trying to carve out a bunch of bats. You have Evan Connor with like 4 bats right now. So, new pitcher. Looks like Erwin Sosa coming in. So, final line for Bates is 2 innings. And how many runs total? 8. So I want to say 8 runs. I think 6 of them were earned. No strikeouts. 2 walks.
Now pitching for Gastonia, number 5, Erwin Sosa.
6 hits. So, final line, 2 innings pitched.
I see you getting cardio
runs,
in down
earned,
there. I see you getting
hits,
cardio in down
0
there.
strikeouts,
What's that,
2 walks.
315 all the way down?
Left field.
So, Erwin Sosa is our new pitcher. Number 5, Highland Tech graduate. Will Lindsay. That's a lot of runs out there today. 15-0, 8-0. No hits in the first game. Not allowed to talk about the second
Leading
game
off
yet.
for Asheville, second baseman number 7, Eli Shin.
Eli Shin hit one all the way out the left center field warning track. Gave him the E7. Looked like that left fielder out there, Sosa, at the time. Had a good read on it, but dropped it, so we said E7. Good defensive game so far today from Shin. On deck is Hayes Hillier, 1 for 1 with a ribby. And then we'll get to the top of the lineup again. And Eli spent his freshman year down there at Cleveland. Had a good fall, decided to redshirt. Back here with Legion for a second year in a row. Big contributor to the team last year. Sosa gets strike 1 and loses his hat in the process. 0-1 count. Say Sosa, I believe, was committed to Emory and Henry at one point, but decided, I think he's just going to go to school, like Chapel Hill. Oh, the Orioles take an 8-7 lead, but at the same time, look at their record. It doesn't matter. The biggest problem, I think, with the Orioles, what they showed this year is you need leaders. You need veterans, right? They have not gone out and got like a big veteran bat to try to solidify the middle of that lineup. A lot of youth. But sometimes you need people that have been there before to help guide. So Shin finds himself in a 3-1 count. So Sosa looks like a pretty good athlete here. Got a little bit of heat coming out of the slot. A lot of action, kind of a violent delivery. High effort delivery. Full count here to Shin. And coach has him wearing the pinstripes tonight. They're looking good. Shin sends another one out the left center field. Very reminiscent of last time. But ran down by, I think that's Bates out there now. So one out, Hillier
The
up.
catcher, number 1, Hayes Hillier.
So Hayes Hillier behind the plate now. To me, that's still. So I guess Buchanan's probably in the game now. So we got to see what position he's at. He's probably in the outfield right now. See, Hillier started this game right field, now giving Evan Connor a break, especially up 8-0 here in the third. Hillier joining teammate Jackson Pavone at NC Wesleyan next year, going to be playing for Coach Clifton. Say Coach Clifton bringing in a whole new coaching staff around him this year. Some new guys, young blood coaches. Say NC Wesleyan plays in the USA South. Say only a couple Southeast Southern D3 conferences, and the USA South is one of them. Little chin music there, 2-1 count.
Has UNC Asheville hired a replacement yet, or are they just sticking with the interim tag for Alex?
I saw they signed a pitching coach the
saw
other
that.
day, but I think Rayburn has still got the interim label.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't know.
They are trying to rebrand a little bit too with the Asheville baseball. Much like Charlotte, take the UNC off. Nice poke by Hillier. Quick out the box. He wanted 2 the whole way, and he's going to get it. Excellent base running by Hayes Hillier. We talked to him a little bit after that Cherryville game. That boy just works so hard. Extra base hit brought to you by Rounders Hat Company. Again, roundershatcompany.com. Get on their website. Really interesting idea for y'all folks that like to wear the snapback hats. Fill that space in the middle with a rounder.
Now running number 3, Tate Trentham.
roundershatcompany.com. Go on and see the selection. Make an order today.
Center fielder number 4, Jordan Brown.
So UNC Asheville trying to do a little bit of rebranding with their athletics logo.
What do you think?
It ain't bad. I get it. I do like the idea of Asheville, Greensboro, Wilmington, Charlotte, trying to take a little bit more pride in the name of the town than the UNC label.
I think this is too much like this.
Gardner-Webb.
Yeah. And then.
Yeah. Similar to the Bulldog.
And then
I don't feel like
that one.
I mean, have they ever thought about a new mascot altogether?
It's just.
Because like Asheville, right? What the heck does that have to do with the Bulldog? Like, we're the mountains, you know?
Let's see.
Well, pick move here at second, inside move, but pinch runner for Hillier is going to be Tay Trantham. Tay ran for Evan earlier in the game and ended up scoring 2 runs. We'll see if he can score some runs out of Hayes Hillier's spot as well. Fouled off here, 0-2 count to Brown. Again, Connor Bates was your starting pitcher, 2 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks, 8 runs, 6 earned. Sosa in. retired 2 batters now, so that's a strike 3 looking. That means another strike 3 brought to you by Burlette Painting. Again, painting the corners with Burlette. JoJo Brown 0 for 3.
The fielder number 10, Colt Nelson.
So 2 outs. Trantham's still out there at second base. Colt Nelson, your left fielder. 0 for 0 with a hit by pitch and a walk. Scored runs both times. The ball up and in. So 1-0 count here. 2 down. Oh, fouled back into the net next to us. All right, so Grant Buchanan back on deck, so he's into the game permanently for Connor. One delivery to Nelson. Swing, foul ball.
Hustle up, Will.
Again, long weekend ahead of us. We had our doubleheader tonight. Tomorrow, heading down to Atlanta. Coach Chubb at Geneva College. Probably leaving about 5 a.m., trying to see Athletes Lab 27 group at 9 a.m., meet up with some families for lunch. And then I think Team Elite is one of the games we want to see down there at 3, and then at 4 o'clock, it's one of those USA Prime teams with some of our Western North Carolina kids. Probably means we're in the car at probably 6 or 7 o'clock. Probably gets us back into Hendersonville, hardliner there. About 11 o'clock, midnight is my guess. Sunday, any of you families interested in Geneva, you can meet with Coach Chubb Sunday morning with your families. Brought a bunch of recruiting information down to share with interested folks. Then at 3 o'clock here, West Henderson before the Post 70, Post 82 game, we're going to have an open workout with Geneva for any 26, 27s, 28s interested in meeting them. Strike 3 called. So back-to-back strike 3 called, back-to-back Burlette Painting. Painting the corners with Burlette Painting. So first scoreless inning for Gastonia. We're going to head into the 4th inning. Mason, Bates, and Canup do up. You 26s, 27s out there, if you're trying to play college baseball, consider coming out August 16th to our prospect filming at Caldwell Community College. Again, we may move it over to McNair Stadium in Forest City. But either way, it's going to be hosted by Coach Deaton, Coach Penny from Caldwell. Really appreciate their support the last few years. Big fan of our Region 10 JUCOs. But come down, get your films done, get an honest scouting evaluation, get the metrics, and then start your college advising work with us. Just had a very successful prospect filming at Mars Hill. Hoping that this one is equally as successful. We limited it to about 25 players. Try to have enough time and comfort to get everything we need filmed and evaluated that day. Typically bring in about 7 or 8 colleges to scout as well, and a lot of recruiting tools to go along with it, with our recruiting manual, college search database, which Hunter's in the process of updating. It's going to be a good one, so hope to see you there. Give us a holler if you got questions. Well, here we are in the top of the 4th. Again, Asheville played the role of home team twice tonight. Typically, in a doubleheader, they'll switch off, but home team twice tonight. 8-0 is where it stands. Got to get 2 more if they want to win in 5. Brady Nix back out for another inning.
Leading off for Gastonia, the center fielder, number 2, Carter Mason.
Carter grounded out to Carson Wallace in the first inning at shortstop. Swings first pitch here and lifts a pop fly into right. Grant Buchanan settles under it and makes the catch. So that's where Grant ended up, was right field. So pinch hit for Evan. Hayes Hilliard moved in behind the plate. Grant takes his spot in right field.
The catcher, number 9, Caleb Bates.
Caleb Bates was a strikeout victim his first time up. 5 Ks through 3 1/3 for Brady Nix.
It's half the outs.
It's a very dominant pitching staff here for Coach Decker. Again, Ryan Decker was a very good pitcher at the D1 level. I'm sure he's sharing his knowledge with a lot of these guys. And again, a lot of these 25s, I'm hoping that they're learning from the 24s in the dugout, because freshman year is brutal. You know, you essentially have to survive freshman year. If you can make it the sophomore year, you've done it. I don't care how good you are. And again, we got some great talent in this dugout with these 24s. Like, they've already gone through the grind a little bit, had their bumps and bruises. Be wise for the 25s to take note. So 3-0, delivered a strike right down the chute. Nix coming right back at him. This is high, ball 4. Second walk issued. Camden Knupp come to the plate, popped out to Eli Shin over at second base in the second inning.
Second baseman, number 3, Camden Knupp.
A lot of North Gaston in this lineup today. Knupp another one. So we'll probably get down and watch Coach Hepler's North Gaston crew play on the broadcast next year. Missed them this past season. So 1-0 count. There's a strike. 1-1. There's another. Well, I was going to say another strike, but they were asking if he swung, and I thought that was right there. I don't know. So we're starting to hear a little bit of the chatter out there. I've heard it from both sides a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't get ugly. It doesn't need to. It's 8-0. Just got to keep trying to roll. 2-1 count, even though it says 1-2 up there. Say if there's anyone that's not reacting, it's actually Nix. Like, he's just getting the ball and kind of going. So if the umpire is salty, it's really from the chatter around Nix. That is, I think, ball 4? Yeah, so back-to-back walks here in the 4th inning.
The pitcher, number 5, Erwin Sosa.
Again, the Gastonia Post 23 hasn't had a runner to third base since the first inning of the first game. This is the first runner they've had to second base since then even. So best scoring opportunity of game 2 so far. This is Erwin Sosa, current pitcher. Hits one here, Shin to Wallace to Nesbitt. Excellent double play turn. 4-6-3 kills the 4th. Heading into the bottom of the 4th inning, it'll be Grant Buchanan, Caden Davidson, Micah Simpson. And remember, as we head into that middle of the 4th, we want to thank Chad McMahon State Farm Insurance. They are our insurance run sponsor. So every time that the home team scores an extra run, we're going to call that a Chad McMahon State Farm Insurance run. And, you know, it's Chad McMahon State Farm. He's here to help life go right, and things are going pretty good, pretty right for Post 70. bunch of Legion teams playing around this weekend as they close out the season. I think Monday is the final day of the regular season, and then the playoffs start. There's bracket play in Area 4 first. You got to win your area. Let's see here. So, yes, we're going to be here Sunday versus Post 82, and then Monday is our last regular season broadcast. On Tuesday, it says that Asheville's got a game at Gaston, so maybe Tuesday's the last game of the year on the road. Maybe I misspoke. And then playoffs are going to start, what does that say? July 5th to the 10th.
So Saturday.
Okay.
So will we be here Saturday?
We're going to have to sit down and figure it out because our sponsors, we appreciate the heck out of our sponsors, but that took care of the regular season, and now we got to put together probably a sponsorship package for the playoffs to figure out how long, and we'd like to follow Post 70 all the way through the playoffs, but like I said, we're probably going to have to circle back around and reach out to our sponsors again and to our Legionnaires and put a broadcast revenue plan together to make it happen, especially if we're traveling on the road. So if we're home, I say we probably do the first, we'll work to try to get some sponsorships locked in, but I say we probably come out and do the first game to try to hype it up. So we're proud of these Cardinals. We want to follow them all the way through the playoffs. The biggest challenge is probably going to be Post 82, who has handed Post 70 their only loss of the season. That was at Shelby. Well, when's your last regular season game? Tuesday? So Tuesday on the road. Who does everybody make the playoffs? Top 8. Top 8 out of how many? How many are in our conference?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So
10 in area 4.
So the bottom 2 don't make it.
So there's 4 areas, and then
leading off for Asheville, right field.
You have each area's playoffs.
So if we have 8, that means there's 8, 4, 2. So 3 rounds essentially to win Area 4.
And I think it's pretty much almost conceded by looking at these in-area records.
Yeah, like Wilkes and Burke look like they're the 2 out. So if the season ended today, we'd be playing Rutherford.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's a best of 5, 3-game or best of 5, 3-round playoffs. So quarterfinals, best of 5, semis, best of 5, then the finals is best of 5, and the winner of that goes to the state tournament where it's 4 areas, I guess. And then I guess it's a best of 5 between the 4 areas, or how's that work? You know how the state tournament? We'll have to ask that.
It's probably going to be like a Final Four, is my guess.
That'd be like a double elimination tournament, probably a College World Series bracket-esque.
I don't know. It's a great question.
And then the winner of the North Carolina State tournament goes to the Southeast Regional, which is in Asheboro.
Is it? Okay.
So they go playoffs, then state tournament in Cherryville, Southeast Regional in Asheboro, and then the American Legion World Series in Shelby.
Grant Buchanan, 2 for 2. So Buchanan coming hot off of that state games appearance.
And I already have the pools and the schedule set up. So if the Southeast were to win, they'd be in the pool with the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, and Mid-South.
Number 20, Caden Davidson.
I wonder if ESPN has rights to the American Legion World Series broadcasting. How's that work?
Oh, yeah. We might not.
Can we do that?
Unless they want to have us be their guest announcers through ESPN. They'd be wise, too.
That'd be awesome. Put me on ESPN Plus. Oh, we got back pick here.
So 8-0.
There's Dallas.
I think I'm going to have to do my box scores in the car tomorrow morning. Coach Chubb's driving. We're leaving at 5 a.m. I don't want to go home and have to write up 2 replays of all these stat lines tonight. I think I'm going to go home and just go to bed.
I'd
So
do that
I'll
if I were you.
probably post all the stats and replay links in the morning while
Coach-
y'all are still sleeping.
Coach Chubb can see how I feel when we're driving back from a game and it's just typing.
This is a Grace Christian type drive.
That was long for no reason at all. This was something I forgot to mention on the broadcast the other day when we were.
Oh,
that's a foul ball.
Thought it hit the head, but it hit the bat. So that is technically a foul tip.
I mentioned this earlier talking about Grace Christian. When we were down in Forest City, that stadium for the Owls definitely should be in consideration for a state championship site. There's no reason that our mountain team should have to go to where is it? Not Guilford, Burlington. TC's had to go to Burlington 3 years in a row. That's ridiculous.
McNair Stadium is very pretty.
It's and they have they have the support.
They have Jackman. They got a nice little box seat area. Good sponsors.
It should host, and we should write a letter to the High School Athletic Association saying, "Hey, make this happen." It's not like it's in use during those 2-3 days.
What's the appeal to Burlington?
It's central, but it's not.
Well, that one hit him this time. So hit by pitch. Technically, Davidson heads down to first. Buchanan at second.
Designated hitter number 15, Micah Simpson.
Yeah, I was coaching with Chubb earlier, just seeing how that Sawmills game's going. He said Caden Granning knocked a hard double against a college arm. Brought up Ty Acock's name. That don't surprise me. There's another HBP. Oh, Lordy. So, wild thing out there.
So, right here is where one side is.
Out by Raleigh.
Team Stadium in Holly Springs. The other one is Burlington Athletic Park in Burlington, which is
hamburgers and hot dogs are half price.
East of Greensboro. So, why are we playing state championship games east of Greensboro for all of it?
Should just be floating. Like, let other people host it like an all-star game. All right, so Micah, hopefully his toe's all right. That one hit him on the top of the foot there. It's going to be a pinch runner. Who came in down there for him? Number 3. Is that Tay running for him now? Good Lord.
Ooh, you watch the Braves tonight.
Trantham is pinched. Kersey ran for 2
shortstop number 2
catchers.
Carson
now
Wallace.
Pinch running for Simpson. So we're going to have to keep an eye on Trantham here. Let's see, scored 2 runs. Or no, 1 run out of Evan Connor's spot. None out of Hillier's. And now he's running for Micah Simpson. Carson Wallace, 1 for 2, had the 2 RBI double in the first inning off the top of the wall out there in left center field. And Carson heading off to Cullowhee next season. Sosa delivers, misses low. Sosa still hasn't given up an earned run or a run yet. Gave up the double to Hillier in the 3rd inning there, but was able to escape the jam. But finds himself with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the 4th inning. It's a good chance for the Cardinals to seek out that 10th run, try to shorten this ball game a little bit. Misses high here to Wallace. Carson Wallace. How's all our cameras doing? Still alive? So I was predicting some technical difficulties through a doubleheader game, but for the most part, it ain't been
Pretty
bad.
good. Besides the ones that got hot, which if it wasn't that hot, it'd be fine. We had a doubleheader starting at 8 and then 10.
Wallace going to send one up into short left center field. Buchanan's going to tag. Let's see. Oh, yeah, no throw in. Seems like they forgot. So it's going to be a sac fly RBI for Wallace.
Well, that's a Chad McMahon State Farm Insurance
Baseman
run.
number 21.
Here to help life go right.
Luke
And
Nesbitt.
it's going right.
Yeah, especially in those box scores, but still can't talk about that. Second and first now after the sac fly RBI. 3 ribbies for Carson Wallace in the game. Here's big bad Luke Nesbitt, 1 for 2 with the ribby single. Hit one really hard to end the second inning out there in right field. Cloninger made a play on him. So 1 out here, 9-0. Caden Davidson out there at second base is that 10th run. He's going to motor around and put the brakes on. So everybody moves up 1 on the base hit. So 2 for 3 for Nesbitt. Bases loaded again. Eli Shin coming up for a second time. Sent a ball deep to left center both at bats. Questionable toss-up, one with the E7 on the first one.
Number 7.
Made a good play on him for the out. First out of the third inning. Now out there with the chance to put a few runs across and maybe make this a 5-inning game. Again, Shin, good athlete, played mostly second base in high school. There's an RBI single, and everybody moves up 1 station. So that's the 10th run of the game here. Crucial 10th run. So 1 for 3.
It's a State Farm Chad McMahon Insurance run.
Say Chad
Catcher
McMahon.
number 1.
Getting a lot of love tonight.
Williams.
Making things go right.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a
Little ski-low. Haven't heard that in a while. We got Shin with the RBI single. Puts him up 10-0. Say Shin infield, outfield dynamic. Play a few positions for you. Same with Hayes Hillier. Catching right now. Can play the outfield. Very gritty ball player. 2 for 2. Single and a double. Has 1 RBI. Sosa going from the windup with the bases loaded. Nice block up. Excuse me, thought he was going from the windup. Still stretch. 2-0 delivery. Hillier through the 5-5, and everybody moves up 1 at a time. Oh, no, Nesbitt's going to come around. I thought they were going to go station to station. He put the accelerator on, comes around, scores 2 RBIs. Chad McMahon, State Farm Insurance runs all day long. Again, thank you, Chad McMahon, for being one of our sponsors. Things going really right. All right, so who scored on that? Trantham.
Well, we got a pinch hitter, but we
Nesbitt
also
came
have
all the way
a
around.
Jackson Medical Associates mound visit. First one of this evening.
Jackson Medical Associates out of Silva, North Carolina. Urgent care.
Endocrinology.
Endocrinology, that was the vocabulary word of the year. Primary care, urgent care, pediatric services, focused women's health, and endocrinology
So what don't
support.
they do? Not a lot.
Give them a call and figure it out. Jackson Medical Associates. Well, 12-0. Sosa worked a clean third. Pitch and change or Sosa staying in there? Looks like Sosa's staying in there.
I think so.
Now batting for Asheville, number 11, Jackson Baboon.
So 12-0. I think all these runs in this inning are earned.
And their insurance.
And they are insurance runs, that is for sure. So Jackson Pavone now hitting for JoJo Brown. Turning that lineup over here, back to the top. Only one out.
1-0.
So Pavone started game one. Pinch hitting here. Again, Coach Decker doing a great job making sure everybody gets their reps. Excellent work by Grant Buchanan coming into the game tonight, picking up 2 hits. Again, Grant, one of only 2 26s. And I know they could have gone and played showcase ball and probably be playing every single inning, but I think the culture, the veteran leadership, and the challenge of getting into the lineup on a great team like this is more valuable to Tay and Grant than that showcase experience. And both very well-rounded baseball players. 2-1 count. Say Sosa leading the team in hat falling off percentage.
How you doing? Doing well.
How's it
What
going?
do you want on your burger?
On my burger?
Yeah.
Everything you got.
How about you?
You gonna come sit down
Cheese and
with us?
ketchup.
You were our hero of the game in the 5th inning last game. I told you got to send somebody new over.
And he walks away without saying a word, doing good
Jesse
work there.
Rochester doing good work.
Always taking care of us.
Try to give him attention. Those are run away. Jackson Pavone, 3-1 count. Lots of tools on the offensive side. He runs the bases well, can put the bunt down, hit the ball over the fence a few times, slash that double. Good take there. They call strike? Huh. Okay. So full count here for Pavone.
12-0 game. I think if it just crosses the dirt in the air, it's a strike.
I mean, that's fair.
Hit the ball.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 swinging. 2 outs. And Colt Nelson is our 9th hitter of the inning. So batted around again. 2nd time of the game. Colt 0 for 1. Walk, hit by pitch. Scored 2 runs. Struck out in the 3rd. 12-0. Oh, Nelson with a big swing. The ball is right in the middle of the field, and that's where it's going to stay. So it ends up being a E1? No.
No one touched it.
I don't
No one
play that.
touched
That's an E1.
No one touched it.
Or E3, I guess. So E3, anybody
Now
score on
batting
that
for
one?
Asheville, number
Yeah.
6, Grant Buchanan.
Did we? I thought we were 1st and 2nd.
2nd and 3rd.
2nd and
They
3rd.
advanced.
All right, so Shin scores on that one. That's an unearned run. Hilliers over to 3rd.
Oh, that's a Chad McMahon State Farm Insurance run here to help life go right. And things are going right for Post 70.
Yeah,
Not so much for.
I don't think that's a hit.
That is.
No. Is it? So
That's a
drive
hit.
by Buchanan. He's going to send Mason back. Oh, he makes a
What?
heck of a play.
That's a BH Granting glove work play. Holy moly.
Absolutely. So excellent play out there by Mason. BH Granting glove work.
For
Putting on
Asheville in
the
bottom of
work,
fourth,
or the
5
gloves do the
runs,
tough
4
work.
hits, and 1
BH Granting been
Gastonia
serving our
Post.
communities for a long time. Out of that Silva area as well, but serving all of Western North Carolina. What's the call on that? If there's a pop fly and no one catches it, but the first baseman's around it, I say it's an E3.
Generally, if nobody touches it, it's not an error.
See? Told you.
It's an unwritten thing, but that's generally what scorers will use.
They're going to call that a hit?
The thing is a mental error.
Really?
Yeah.
He misjudged it, so it's a mental error. He didn't touch it.
If the same thing happens in the outfield, it's a hit.
All right, so I guess we'll go back.
So why is it stopped? Because it's an infield.
Now,
So
you want to file it under the shoulda, coulda, woulda?
like if this was MLB,
Yeah.
and the first baseman came in and overran it like that.
We'll go on Savant and look.
I mean,
The general unwritten rule is that it doesn't touch anything.
that's wild. Okay,
Well, while you're trying to figure that out,
we'll go with
Stay connected to Baseball
we'll
University.
go with Blue's explanation. So let me fix that real quick.
thank you,
So
sir. Appreciate you.
We'll give Colt an RBI on that. Yeah.
Well, stay
I
connected
learned
to
something new today.
Stay connected to Baseball University of
that
Blue
little
Ridge across
pop-up
all
there, he
platforms.
said
Like and
since no one
subscribe on
touches it, I
YouTube
guess
at
it's technically a hit.
youtube.com/@BB
But I'm like,
University
man, I don't
WNC.
know.
Like us on Facebook,
Oh,
Baseball
it's just a
University of
pop-up.
the Blue Ridge, and follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram at BB University
Guess
WNC.
called it a hit.
Check out the website,
I guess so. I'm the
baseballu.org.
official
Want to
scorer.
help support us?
So we'll call it a
Visit
hit.
our Patreon, patreon.com/BB University WNC. The more financial support Baseball University of the Blue Ridge can earn, the more coverage of Western North Carolina baseball we can bring you, including the High School Scout and Streaming Series, the College Tour Series, the American Legion Streaming Series, weekly media content, highlight films, and more. Choose which tier is right for you at patreon.com/BB University WNC.
Actually, I don't know. I'm the official scorer. I'm saying it's an E. I can't do it. I can't do it. That can't be a hit.
And again, Camwood Bats, our official bat sponsor. We just saw a bunch of bats going there with 5-run spot in the bottom of the fourth.
Oh,
Use the
Lordy.
coupon code BBUWNC for a 10% off discount on all purchases through their website.
Oh,
They're
boy.
located in Haywood County, but
Walk one out.
serving baseball and softball players
Walk one
across
out
the
to your
nation.
pitcher.
Get your game bats, trainers, tees, tutorials, and more, all available for purchase at camwoodbats.com.
Say foul tip there. Got Blue in the foot. So Hilliard going to walk that one out. Give him a second to recover. Yeah, I just can't put a hit down on that because that should have been made.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Now, infield hits and swinging bunts, that's a different story. But a pop fly, that should be caught. To me, that's an E3. So I'm the one getting paid to do the big business here, make the tough decisions. So, yeah, I appreciate the Legionnaires paying me to do the book tonight. Didn't even know that was a thing. So here's Hardy. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So I guess the final line on Sosa is we'll give him one earned run in that inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it gives up 5 runs, 4 earned, works 2 innings, gives up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Strikes out 3. 2 hit by pitches. And no walks. So final line for Sosa, 2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 3 Ks, 0 walks, 2 hit by pitch.
That Burlett painting the corner, strike 3.
So Burlett for all your commercial and residential painting needs.
And pressure
Number
washing.
14, Jordan Cunningham.
Can't forget that. Pressure washing your deck and or house.
All right. Well, what are you thinking for player of the game? I think I got an idea, and I don't know if it's going to be an offensive player. Good offensive game for some of our guys, but just a really interesting day on the mound for our Cardinal pitchers.
I know who you're going to talk to after the game. That's our pitching coach.
Ball low. So Cunningham took a walk in the 3rd inning.
You need to go talk to Coach Raby is who you need to talk to. He's been waving that arm all season long and hasn't said a word.
Strike 3 looking. You talking about third base coaching?
Yeah.
Just
Just
His
sending
arm's
left
going to
and right.
fall off. So another strike three looking. That strike three brought to you
Number
by
7,
Burlette Painting,
Caleb Kleiner.
pressure washing, and residential and commercial painting.
Interior and exterior.
Caleb Cloniger struck out in the third. Kind of essentially the last hope here for Gastonia. Came all the way up here and haven't been able to put a run on the board. And we already know the results of that first game. Combined no-hitter, 5 innings with Deegan Randall and Colt Nelson. And Brady Nix is 1 strike away from just ending this ball game. 2-strike delivery. There it is. Strike 3 looking. Strikes out the side. All 3 strikes out the side. Burlette painting the corners. No hitter for Brady Nix. 5 innings pitched.
2 doubleheader wins.
So a combined doubleheader, 10 innings, no hit baseball. 3 innings by Randall, 2 by Nelson, 5 by Nix.
28 runs combined for Asheville Post 70. What a day. What a doubleheader.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, just seeing the final line here. Hero of the game. Again, we didn't get a chance to really get into it today, but Owen Joseph. Again, we appreciate them sponsoring our Hero of the Game spot where we try to celebrate a local veteran every broadcast. Please reach out to us if you want to nominate some local veterans in the community. We got a couple ideas for Sunday's game. Let's see. Let me shout out my grandfather. He passed away in 2019. Served in the Navy. Was a GI Bill guy. Orphan growing up. GI Bill out of high school. Goes serves in the Navy. Ends up going to college, getting a good job. Sends all his kids off to college. And GI Bill works. So a lot of you guys should think about the military as a way to pay for your college. Again, Grandpa was 88 when he passed. But yeah, was always very proud of his Navy service. So he'll be our hero of the game. Again, appreciate Owen Joseph entering into the post game show here. Again, great catcher work back there by Connor and Hilliard today. He thought that was good block work. Then you got to see the block work of Collins Masonry. Specializing in block and stone. They're your local family-owned masonry contractor for more than 20 years of experience. Proudly located in Bryson City, but also proudly serving Buncombe, Haywood, Jackson, Macon, Swain, and Graham County. Well, our gritty pitcher of the game and our Poppies player of the game are the same human. That is Brady Nix, throwing a 5-inning no-hitter. Again, thank you to Nova Pitching for sponsoring our gritty pitcher of the game. If you don't know Anthony Payne yet, he's doing excellent lessons and remote work with our WNC pitchers, but he also can work with pitchers all across the country. Take a look. New school data, old school grit. Poppies, again, we appreciate them sponsoring and providing the popcorn for our player of the game. Brady Nix, final line tonight, 5 innings pitched, 0 runs, 0 hits. Strikes out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 through 5. Gives up the 3 walks. Squeezed a little, but no hitter. Excellent work. 2 no hitters tonight. On the offensive side, got to break this down for the official scorekeeper. Jordan Brown was 0 for 3. Jackson Pavone was 0 for 1. Colton Nelson was 0 for 2. Scores 2 runs, has 2 walks, or excuse me, 1 walk and a hit by pitch. Evan Connor was 1 for 1. And then Grant Buchanan, pinch hitting for him, was 2 for 3. Grant scores 2 runs, also had the double. So again, Evan 1 for 1. Caden Davidson was 1 for 2, sac fly RBI and a hit by pitch. Scores 1 run, has 2 RBIs this evening. Again, had the hit by pitch and the sac fly RBI. Okay. Micah Simpson was 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a walk, scores 1 run because Tay Trantham was pinch running for him. So 0 for 1, 1 run, walk, hit by pitch. Carson Wallace with a big swing tonight was 1 for 2 at the RBI double and a sac fly RBI. So 1 for 2, scored a run, had the 2 RBIs. Luke Nesbitt, 2 for 3, had 2 runs scored and an RBI. Eli Shin was 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. What's that? Give him one what? Oh, it could have been. I was flipping a coin on it. So officially 1 for 3. Had the RBI, the 2 runs scored, had a great game in the field as well, especially in the double play turn. So a lot of BH Grant and glove work from Shin tonight. And then Hayes Hillier with another great game, 3 for 3. Has the 3 RBIs. And did he have a double? Yes, he did. So 2 extra base hits tonight. It's the double in there. All right, so let's go back through that. JoJo Brown 0 for 3. Jackson Pavone 0 for 1. Colt Nelson 0 for 2 with 2 runs, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Evan Connor 1 for 1. Grant Buchanan 2 for 3 with 2 runs and a double. Micah Simpson 0 for 1 with a run, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Carson Wallace 1 for 2 with a run and 2 RBIs, including the double and the sac fly. Luke Nesbitt 2 for 3 with 2 runs and an RBI. Eli Shin 1 for 3 with 2 runs and an RBI. Hayes Hillier 3 for 3 with 3 ribs and a double. And then Tay Trantham scoring. Let's see. So Tay scores 2 runs as well. Pinch running tonight. Tough line for Gastonia. A couple walks. Bates, Canup, Cunningham. Tough night, but they will make playoffs. They'll get most of their team back for playoffs. Well, I guess it's time to probably put it on hold for a minute, go out there and interview a few people, and we'll get back to you in just a second. Let me know when you're ready. See you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Well, we're not going to talk to Evan long. Evan's just been stroking the ball. He's been killing it. He was our Poppies player of the game in the first game. Let Grant Buchanan have a couple of swings. He's probably appreciative. Something's rubbing off in that spot in the lineup, I guess, because he comes in and rakes. 2 no-hitters tonight. You were behind the plate, so let's talk a little bit about that. What's it like catching up this staff?
Every one of them are just absolute dogs, whether they're POs or two-way guys. But, I mean, it's a pleasure being able to get back there behind them because I know they're all going to throw with command and be able to throw strikes.
We got Sunday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then we get our playoff games rolling. I mean, which pitcher do you feel is getting the ball game one in the playoffs at this point? I don't even know.
Game one, I'd say it'll probably be Brady next, Deegan, or maybe Micah.
So
I'm not sure.
It's like you got like 5 aces in there.
Yeah.
So,
It'll
hey,
be,
man, go get home, enjoy the popcorn. You're not batting 900 anymore, but you're still pretty much up there in ridiculous land.
it's hard not to go. It's hard going 1 for 3 or 2 for 3, and your batting average going down.
It's all right. You're doing great, man.
I ain't complaining.
It's good seeing you again. We'll see you on Sunday, all right?
Appreciate it.
Deegan, get on over here. Mr. Randall. There you go. It's good to see you, though, man.
Good to see you.
Finally healthy.
Finally.
And looking good, too.
Thank
we
you.
saw you down at Rutherford about a week ago.
Yeah.
Things are clicking for you. I know there's 3 walks, but you were really dialed in 0-2, 1-2, most of those batters.
Yeah, I was getting to it quick.
I'll say, what was the plan tonight? You know, you felt like you were dominant early, so what clicked in your head?
Just trying to get them early on fastballs.
Yeah.
And bring the off speed later.
High school season, a little nicked and bruised.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty good now.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest key to your recovery to get back to your shape that you're in now?
Been working out 3 times a week, 4 times a week, running a lot, running probably 3 miles a week.
Getting excited about getting up to Cullowhee?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
So I know you got Carson in here with you. Just seeing Walker Fox and Bryce Davison committed this week, so bringing in some more dogs. I'll tell you what, Coach Cordy and staff, Coach White, Coach Beck, they got to be happy with what they're seeing here.
Yes,
so
sir.
stay healthy. Any goals that you have here for the playoffs?
Just get ready to go, win it.
What do you think you working back up to 4 or 5 innings, you think?
Yeah, last week I went 50, then tonight I went 60, so hopefully next week go 70.
It's nice to have such a deep staff so you don't have to worry about going out and throwing 75, 80. So I'm glad to see you healthy, man. Good work tonight again.
Thank you.
For those at home, no-hitter combined, Cole Nelson and Deegan Randall. All right, our last one is Brady Nix, who's still putting his shoes on down there, it looks like. We'll see. Brady tonight, 5 innings, 8 Ks. Perfect game? Nope, but a no-hitter for sure. So here he comes. All right. Pretty good game tonight.
Yeah.
So no-hitter, 5 innings, about 87, 88 on the gun. It's popping it pretty good. What's the key to success, man? Because every time I've seen you throw this summer, you're just dialed in.
Well, I've gotten a little superstitious. Nights before my outing, I was just going to play pickleball. That sounds a little crazy, but that's my superstition right now. So.
Playing against the old people?
Nah, me and my friends.
Gotcha. Where's the pickleball courts around here?
Jackson Park.
Is that where you're at?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God. So there's the key if you're the opponents. Find him at the pickleball court the night before and try to get in his head. You're looking good, though, man. You're tall, fluid. I mean, you have everything that you would want to see in a pitcher. Like, what are your goals for the rest of the season here before you head back for year 2? So what are your goals before you head back to college?
I just want to keep throwing strikes. To be honest, that was kind of my main focus coming into this because before, especially last summer, I was really all over the place. So
Interesting.
Just trying to keep low pitch count, which I feel like I did a very good job of that tonight. So I'm just trying to keep going there. And I think everything else will come naturally in time, so I'm not going to really force all that.
I was going to say, I think it's just a really good goal. Just stay in the zone because your stuff is electric right now. What pitches you throw tonight? Look like you're really relying on the fastball curve. Or is it a slider or curve?
I really don't. I think it's more of a slurve.
Yeah,
I guess.
I'll say it's got that late drop to it. Did you have to throw the changeup at all tonight?
I did.
I was going to say, not a lot of lefties in that lineup either. So, well, hey, keep making that playoff race here. You guys got some good leaders in there. I think you guys that were part of that 24 class would be really wise to keep those 25s honest. I think. Have they been looking to you at all, you 24s, like you and Eli and Reagan and some of those guys, like just asking Sumner, like asking questions about the grind that's coming up?
Yeah, there's definitely questions. Just maybe like kind of, I think the coaches, they're really trying to implement the college level stuff to all this, and they're kind of like, is this true? And, it is.
I was going to say, do you think they know yet about the grind? It's something, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a big wake-up call, but I feel like most of them are ready for it.
Hey, great work tonight. You're our
Thank you very
Poppy's
much.
popcorn player of the game and our Nova pitching gritty pitcher.
Thank
So heck of a night. Go enjoy it. Don't eat it all in one sitting. But remember, get back to me about your father, because your father's an Air Force vet, and
That's
I think
right.
he's going to end up being one of our heroes of the game here soon. And he's shy. I brought it up to him and he ran away today. So you got to holler at me
I'll get on it.
before Sunday. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, man. I'll
Thank
see you.
Coach.
Take care. Have a good one. All right. Again, thank you to Poppy's Handcrafted Popcorn. That was Brady Nix and Evan Connor, our players of the game. And remember, with Poppy's Handcrafted Popcorn, it's real people, real flavors, real love. So farewell spot. Here we go. That's another rendition of the American Legion streaming series. Thank you to the Brim Refill Store, our headline sponsor, Owen Joseph, Ions Outdoors, Collins Masonry, BH Granning Landscaping, Rounders Hat Company, Builders First Source, Burlette Painting, Poppy's Handcrafted Popcorn, Jackson Medical Associates, Nova Pitching Performance, Shin Building Company, Carolina Pack and Go, State Farm, Chad McMahon, and of course Camwood Bats.
Baseball University of the Blue Ridge thanks you for tuning into the American Legion streaming series presented by To the Brim Refill Store from Mills River, North Carolina, on the campus of West Henderson High School. This has been coverage of North Carolina Area 4 American Legion Baseball, where Asheville Post 70, no hits, Gastonia Post 23 by a score of 13-0. For Ryan Cook, I'm Hunter Street.